Hi everyone, it's Kim. Okay, so sorry if the camera's moving a lot because I'm carrying it. I promised this a long time ago and I never did it, but we're standing here staring at this screen door that actually is the entrance to my little tiny art studio that I carved a space in our small little, track house here. Well, I decided to put a screen door on this door simply because this way it would breathe more, so it wouldn't be so overly, the scent can sometimes overwhelm you, especially when you have migraines. So, just so it would breathe better in the room where all my soap is stored. I don't keep my oils in there because there's just not enough room. It's only like about a 9.5 by 10 room. So anyway, here we go. And like I said, excuse the shake. If you can't take it, then just, stop watching. Okay, so anyway, we put the screen door on. I love that sound. I have my great grandmother's little old antique iron that I use as a doorstop when I'm bringing stuff in and out. Sorry, showing you the broom. Let's begin by saying I have a basket of some of my friends' soaps in here that I keep that I think are pretty, that I like to look at. And I have this rake that I keep some of my embellishments that I use for gift baskets. And let me show you my new little, I already showed her on my Facebook page, but this is my little gypsy doll. I think I'm going to call her Elena. And I got a little candle holder to glue her stand into. And then I have an actual, excuse me. I have an actual little tambourine that I'm going to, it jingles, that I'm going to, and it's actually made out of the real leathery stuff, that I'm going to put the sari ribbons on. I'll just sit that there. And she's just so cute. I love her little face, and I'm going to stick it on her hand. And then here are some of my transfers that I make with pictures of my soaps. And the pretty box that my friend Annette made that also made a lot of that soap that's in that basket. And then my antique sewing machine drawers that I used to keep recipes in for cooking. Now they're just kind of whatever. I brought them in here so I could use them to store stuff because every little bit counts. So let me start by saying, if you ever need any space and storage, these plastic shoe holders are awesome. This one is a single-sided one. I suggest you get a single-sided one because I have a little small one over there that's not a shoe holder. It's like a catch-all, but it's two-sided and it's kind of a hassle. So anyway, that I attach to the side of, here we come in. I'm going to just go around in a circle. My shelves and my workbench that my brother helped me make out of all pretty much recycled stuff. And then that is just one of those industrial cases, shelving units that you put together that they don't even need tools, they just lock together. And that is where that bag with all the little junk is attached to. This is my my junk shop chair that I got for $5, but it's one of the bar stool heights, so I can have it at taller situations like on this countertop here when I'm packaging things up. But anyway, this is my little stowaway shelf down there where the boys hang out while I'm working at night, late hours. And so I went ahead, and I always, whenever there's like a desk or something that has, here comes Orion. Whenever there's a desk or something that has one of those sliders, I always pull the mechanism off if we're going to get rid of them or something because they're good to have around, and I don't have to go and buy them. And so this is a slider, so what I do is if I want to get rid of it and have more room in here, I just put my tray up there and I can slide it all the way in. But otherwise, this is where I sit and print all my labels and work on the computer. Here's some of my soaps that I sniff. This is one of Tiggy's soaps that I always sit there and smell. And this is one of Annette's. I love this one. And this one is a watermelon one from my friend Linda. I just love the way it looks and it smells so good. So anyway, my junk, sorry I moved so fast. Another one of my little gypsy dolls and all my stuff. Back there in the back I use hang tags for, I used to wrap my soaps in them, but then I also use them for my business cards. My cutters up there, just some extra stuff for storage. That's a cool looking picture of the Eiffel Tower. I'm not really one of those Parisian kind of people, but I loved the colors. It was just real graphic for me, but I'm going to make it 3D and add extra, or I guess multimedia type. I'm going to add a bunch of extra stuff to it. I've been collecting. Sorry about that shake. And then that's some of my wrapping that I use. It's called Giami. I love it. I try to wrap it around a lot of my stuff when I ship it. Some of my Excelsior that I use from my Sentimental Secretorum. That box, this box back here is what holds a lot of my gypsy tambourine stuff that I use. Candle holder, it's like a sugar mold from Mexico that I put a lot of my tools and just like extra stuff that's a catch-all. Here is my my wax melter. It's for the sealing wax. So this is where I do all my sealing. Here's my corner. This is my corner beveler. I have just extra totes here. These are wax melts for the Sentimental Secretorum that I have to package up. The boxes, some of the little bottles already filled up. My my cigar bands. These are what when I have orders, I go shopping and I put everything for a person's order in here, and then I just come over here and wrap it up. These are for my salt lick lollies. This is my darling little Hazel, my soap kitchen witch, Jody from Gording Around. She even made the little bars of soap and the candle that look like my stuff. She's amazing. I love it. This is an old Coke box that I keep all my my labels in. I put them in these little wax tissue packages just because I can. You know, I have them there. So anyway, that's that. I keep them all in there. A wire heart I made out of just old wire. Some coffee bean shaped wax melts. But like I said, all this, oh, my witch's broom that I made when the kids were little, I used to hang it up in my laundry room and it says, "Don't make me use this." And underneath I have the mesh wrap for my, I have different colors of mesh wrap that I use for my gift baskets, my envelopes, my lids for my Roman urns, just some boxes there. Oh, let me take you over here. I have a friend who gave me a bunch of these metal filing cabinets here. Her husband and her brother had a eyeglass business that he went out, he retired, so I'm starting to use them, those little metal drawers. But anyway, I bought a bunch of these when they had them on clearance, and I use them year round on my gift baskets, packaging whenever people order it. And then just various stuff. Here's my zipper tape that I use for my gypsy jars, and just various ribbons that I have on here, and just all kinds of little packaging stuff because I'm kind of addicted. And then there's some more of that corrugated packing that I used to wrap my soaps in that with a fancy little piece of what is that stuff called? Scrapbooking cardboard around it, like for decoration. Here's my little gift baskets that I brand. They're berry baskets. All my molds, except for the long molds, they're in the kitchen because I'd been using them. Some of my book boxes stored up there. Here is all my bags of sari ribbon that I'm gonna, use for my tambourines. More of my book boxes. Wicks. In there are my stick blenders. Here's my Salt Lick Lolly materials. Here's my Butter Lips materials. Here's coconut wax. Some Vibar, different types of stuff for candles. I buy these little glass tea lights from IKEA so I can give them out in some of my orders. just drawers full of stuff. Here's some of my little tea lights. I like them because they're glass. I don't need that there. This is all my different bags of scraps of embed stuff and stuff that I've already made, you know, that's ready to go for next time I make them. Here's more down here. There's some sealing wax in different colors. Down there are my, if you can see it, my crock pots. These wooden boxes down here, these are cigar boxes that I'm using to package up men's soaps in little gift sets. There are some different, my spray bottles, my glass spray bottles, Mr. bottles, and also roller bottles that I use for my perfume oils. Up here is wax colorant. I don't really use it, but in case somebody really wanted it, I could actually make them a colored candle if they wanted. These are some more rollerball things. I have my, what is it called? Those are my air freshener blanks. And, oh, these are my Butterfingers cuticle balm containers. And then this is just something that I've carved out ever since my brother came over and fixed that for me, the bookshelf. I now have a space dedicated to where I can keep my sewing machine. That's still going to hold all my tissue papers and some of the boxes and stuff because I have to have the space until I can do something else. I don't know what else to do. There's only so much you can do with a 9x10 room. This is my armoire, like my when pigs fly, and my great-grandmother's sewing machine up there in the back. Doesn't work, it's froze up. But anyway, so down here in this cabinet, I keep all my, I make fairies, I make little fairies too. So some of my fairy stuff, some of the wrapping stuff for when I do fancy wrap on my soaps. Just junk, you know, like for crafts. That's like where I have all my craft catch-alls. Okay, Orion. Move. Okay, and then the cute bag that Annette made me and the little tag. And here is my herb and clay and colorant hoopla. My brother put these shelves in here. Of course, this was just a TV cabinet. But anyway, so I have colorants kind of down here. And then all up here is different botanicals, clays, and herbs. Just all kind of mixed in. I try to use recycled containers as much as possible just because if they're good, why use them? You know, they don't all have to be matchy-matchy. But yeah. And then there's some of my pretty rose petals. Okay, so then this was my grandmother's that I ended up, you know, inheriting basically with all of her stuff. But I ended up putting a bunch of my junk in there. But this was hers originally. And it's a two-sided little catch-all thing. But the back side, you know, it's kind of a hassle to have to dig behind there. But all I did was just put a screw in the top of this armoire thing to hold it. Oh, and there's some more of my botanicals up there. And then here's some more of my transfers. Of all my different soaps and stuff. And a little angel out of an old shoe box or whatever, antique shoe box in a in a drawer pull. But I lost one of his feet, so I'm thinking it's underneath this cabinet. But anyway, and so here is some of my tambourines. This really cool paper picture that my daughter made for me in 2005. Because, you know, Alamo. It's really neat. All the different soaps and drawers and Orion's tail. And then some of my glassware storage and just whatnots. Buttercups. That is the Sentimental Secretorums ready to go with the bars of soap in them. That's all old, just the junk pile of soaps, you know, to use for embeds and things like that if I want to cut them out. But like I said, overall, this was it. My brother, I had this countertop, and these things down here are small pallets that I got from the IT department at work. They were throwing them away, and the countertop was something that was getting dumped. And so all I really had to do was buy those wire shelves, which are really inexpensive, and the brackets that go on the side, and some 2x4s, and my brother put that on there. Now we could put another shelf on the top, which I'm probably going to do eventually, but right now I kind of like that I can. It has to be above my brown Giami paper because I want to keep that there because it's a good spot for it. But anyway, yep. One more turn. Hold on. Oh, this is 2 of those cheapo shells. I wouldn't suggest it, but these were those like $19 jobs at Walmart that you have to slide into those little notches there, a little sharp and a little rough. If I got another one, I think my son would get mad. And that is, oh, I forgot to show you. That's an old sari that I got from India. I love Indian stuff with all the glitz and the old sari material. And so I used to have that as a quilt on my bed, but it's not really, it's not very comfortable. So, but I love it as a wall hanging. And this was an old piece of furniture that I found that used to be an island in my old house. And, you know, now it's going to be my sign shelf. So anyway, I just wanted to share this with you. And I hope you have a great day. And I will be back later. We're going to have a Mexican feast here for my family because I hardly ever cook. So after everybody's gone, I am going to do the drawing for the... I'm going to spin the wheel. Somehow or another, it's not going to be completely finished because I just haven't had time. There's only so many hours in the weekend. And my brother having come and help me with this, I had to put this as my priority. But I'm going to spin the wheel, and I had more than what there were slots, so I'm going to double up some names, and if it happens to land on one that there's 2 names, we'll do a spin-off. I'm going to do a spin for the YouTube people, and I'm going to do a spin for the Facebook people. And I have 6 bars of soap that I'm going to mail out. Okay, and so I'll come back then. Now I'm hoping maybe to make a batch of soap, but let's face it. I mean, I don't know if I can. I'm going to be off for a week between Thanksgiving and New Year's, so I know I'll be making lots of soap then. But I can try to make some soap today, but I'm not going to guarantee anything with everybody coming and actually me actually cooking. Because believe it or not, I used to be the cook in the family, and I kind of gave up on that when I became a soaper and a candle maker. Okay? You guys have a great day, and talk to you later. Bye.